in an incident that has been so tragic, there's also a lot of heroes in this story as well. As you mentioned, you had those members of the public on boats who rushed in to perform basic first aid before they arrived. And then there was that chopper pilot who managed, against all odds, to land that helicopter, saving his 5 passengers on board.
Incredible, actually. And doesn't that show you everything you need to know about Queenslanders and about Australians? And as a state, we are used to dealing with disasters of different kinds, whether that be flooding or fire or drought. This is a disaster of a different kind, but still the stories of completely heroic behaviour are there. And it just shows you everything you need to know about the Aussie way, that in a disaster, people will run towards rather than run away. And that's why I love being a Queenslander, that's why I love being an Australian. And there's no doubt there's some pain there at the moment, and the pain is real. And those stories of bravery are going to be needed for people to get through this.
Our thoughts are not only with the families of those who died, but the mother and 2 children who are fighting for life in hospital at Gold Coast University Hospital. Have you been receiving any updates on how they have been doing? The last thing we heard, they were in a critical condition.
Yeah, that's the latest we've heard, and we're waiting for another briefing to come through. But I think you mentioned earlier, this is a tragedy, the scale of which we haven't seen in a long, long time. The tragic loss of life, others injured in a very serious way, onlookers, the community as a whole. It's going to take a lot to overcome, and I can't underestimate the magnitude of that challenge. We will get through it. That's the kind of state that we are, but it'll test a lot of people for a long time. And I think everyone needs to know that the thoughts and prayers of every Australian are with those families, and families across the globe, families interstate, Queensland families. It is a tragedy that has been felt throughout the world. And to every single one of those people who work for SeaWorld on that site, we know how tight-knit that place is, and you need to know that we value you, we respect you, we're thinking of you, and we're going to do everything we can to get you through it.
David Crisafulli, I really appreciate you coming on the program and sharing those thoughts with us. Certainly a difficult time for Queenslanders right now.
It is, Kenny, and we thank you guys for your interest as well, and just know we'll get through it. We're a resilient state, and thank you very much.
Thanks, mate. We'll talk to you again soon.